morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little baby subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright. Yes, they are, aren't they, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, today, I hope that you're all super duper well. In our neck of the woods in the old UK, it may differ in other places. There's no wind, no rain. A little bit chilly, my delicious little babies, but once I've finished my video, I'm going to take my top off and I'm going to change it for a jumper. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, just to let you know as well, my delicious babies, something's made me wear this top this morning for some reason. Now, what I will say is, I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, I love this top, but I only wear it, there we are, on certain occasions for some strange reason. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, if I just want to say to you as well, today would have been my beautiful, oh, how I love them so, my beautiful and delicious little baby Nana and Grandad's wedding anniversary, 20th of March, okay? So, but today is the 20th of March 2024, okay? And of course it's so beautiful because it is spring, you know, then we've got all the beautiful, I just love to see the flowers and the tulips, and do you understand what I mean? It's so super duper beautiful and delicious, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so the only video that I put up yesterday, oh, God bless, me cousin, he did a stir fry, you know, like a chicken stir fry. Of course, he did me a different fish stir fry, okay, my delicious babies, but I'll just put a little video. I said, I'll put one up, you know what I mean? I said, if you don't mind. He said, no, he says, you're all right, you know. But he, you know, he cuts it all up himself and everything, you know. It's not in the shiny packaging that you get in supermarkets, okay, my delicious little babies. It was all, you know, properly cut up and everything, okay, my delicious babies. Now then, so just thought I'd mention it. That's what life's like at the moment, isn't it, my delicious little babies? It's a bit like a stir fry. It's like a mixture of everything, isn't it, that's going on? Do you not agree, my delicious little babies? Okay, now then, so I never put out any videos yesterday, okay, apart from that one. But yeah, a good old stir fry you can never go wrong with, you know, especially, you know, carrots good for the eyes, you know what I mean, onion very good for the heart and blood, okay, my delicious little babies, okay, as well as, you know, cabbage, of course, cabbage, especially cabbage water, is excellent as well, my delicious little babies, okay. So now then, so what am I going to say to you? So let's take a look. Oh yes, I wanted to, because what happened was my charger with my old dog and burn, okay, my delicious little babies. What happened was, I've only had my dog and burn, my new one now, for just over a month, my delicious little babies, okay, so it's not been long. And only the flipping charger, it was on slow charge, okay, so instead of well, I do not even know how they got it to that, my delicious little babies, because I mean, slow charge, well, instead of going forwards, it was going effing backwards. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, not to worry, I've got a brand new charger, and please God that it continues, there we are, to keep going and work. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so I managed to charge my dog and burn up, so it's not going to conk out. Okay, my delicious babies, I've just got my beautiful little baby pigeons looking at me because I put their food outside. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so, sorry, excuse me. What I wanted to mention was what I was talking about the other day when oh, sorry, excuse me. Oh. Just about to, my delicious babies. I'm not stopping my video now, okay? I was just about to, I can feel a little sneeze coming on, my delicious babies, okay? They usually say, if you sneeze once, it's 1 for a wish, 2 for a kiss, 3 for a letter, and 4 for something better. It doesn't seem to go any further than that, my delicious little babies, anyway. Right, now then, so yeah, I just want to get back to a conversation that I'd actually give out information on videos, you know, the other day, my delicious babies, a couple of days ago, and the one was with, where are you? Nick Freeman, okay, My Delicious Little Babies. That was that's the uploader. They had 761 subscribers. So just a little baby made a prosper. Okay, Nick Freeman. And what he was talking about is you know, a council that seems to be taking it upon themselves, but I couldn't continue the video because me dog and bone completely conked out, and I use it to put videos out, My Delicious Little Babies. Okay, so I just wanted to just speak about this just very quickly, and then we need to move on. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies. So you know, as quick as possible, ASAP. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies. So what it is that you know, he's talking about, you know, how it's called a wild wee. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies. I'm not laughing about that. It's just, you know what I mean. And what's happening is that in a labour, apparently what's taking place is that one's stopping off. I call it a Jimmy Riddle. My Delicious Little Babies. So what's happening is they're stopping off for a Jimmy Riddle piddle. Do you know what I mean? My Delicious Little Babies. Now, what it is with this council, it's called Dacorum Borough Council. My Delicious Little Babies is that they're wanting to fan, you know, like they give fans for other things like dropping litter and everything like this now, or save your beautiful little babies. I call them our little baby sons and daughters, little animals, you know, do a number one or a you know, do a number two rather. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies, because you cannot, you know, bag up a wee unless you actually wee in a bag. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies. Well, you know, they fan you for that as well. You can get fanned for, what is it in the UK? It's been out for years, up to 1,000 squids. Ka-ching, 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 apparently. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies. Well, I always carry my little poo-poo bags out with me. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies, so nobody can ever say that I do not pick up after ourselves. Okay, My Delicious Little Babies. To fan somebody for, you know, if they need to have a wee-wee, to urinate, I actually found that to be most, there we are, disturbing, My Delicious Little Babies, if you follow me. Okay, if somebody needs a toilet, well, they need the toilet, don't they, My Delicious Little Babies, do you say? Of course, you know, what Nick was also talking about, which of course that would be another conversation for another day, is that he was talking about, you know, that like, you know, say for example, you know, little baby, you know, our beautiful little baby sons or daughters, you know, if they do something, you know, that, I mean, I sort of would look at that like a horse manure. Oh, we love our beautiful little baby horses. We love all our beautiful little babies, yes. But I'd see that as horse manure. Now, for years and decades, you know, if you go by the countryside in our UK, My Delicious Little Babies, well, you will usually smell horse manure, My Delicious Little Babies, which of course is, you know, excellent, there we are, for the soil. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies? So I could see exactly what Nick was saying, but of course, because he was talking about one thing now, he would talk about something else, you know, maybe on another video, I should imagine, bless him. But, you know, but the fact is, what he's saying is that what the council's doing is criminal, which it is. I mean, decades ago, My Delicious Little Babies, okay, it was in Sutton Town Centre, actually, in our UK, My Delicious Little Babies, and what they did, and I actually know somebody that there we are, that it happened to. They were coming out of college, okay, Sutton College, okay, My Delicious Little Babies, and they were having a ciggy figgy, and well, there wasn't a bin that was near, so, you know, they dropped their ciggy and, you know, rubbed it into the pavement, okay, but what happened was they got spotted. This is a true story, swear down, no word of a lie. My Delicious Little Babies. I've got no reason to lie. And he was a he, actually, okay? And he'll tell you what, he was flipping effing bullying. Do you understand what I mean? He got a £75 fine. There we are, 75 squids. Do you know what I mean? Ka-ching! For dropping a cigarette nub. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies, okay? what amazes me in all of this, my delicious little babies, okay? I watched another video. I mean, I already know about this, but I happened to watch a recent video. That doesn't mean no, my delicious babies just got an itch. I happened to be watching a recent video, okay? And this recent video was showing certain parts of Birmingham, where I'm from, my delicious little babies, in the UK, where there is absolutely colossal, amounts of rubbish that is just thrown everywhere. Honestly, it's absolutely awful to see, my delicious little babies. Well, if ones are paying like things like council tax and everything else, well, surely to goodness, shouldn't that ka-ching be put to good use, my delicious little babies, instead of letting neighbourhoods go in what I feel for even say decline. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But of course we all know where the council tax is going, don't we, my delicious babies? It's going to you know, wars and everything, do you know what I mean? You know, to go and very sadly attack other countries who have done nothing wrong, my delicious little babies, if you're following me, do you say? Which leads me to saying, so I just wanted to mention that, but he's absolutely right, Nick was, there we are, in what he was saying, my delicious little babies, do you see? And this leads me to saying to you, so I want to talk about something else before I just give out these bits of information today. So, I hear that, you know, because I'm not really following much, to be fair, I'm following, you know, little bits and pieces, you know what I mean, my delicious little babies. Well, now Mr. Putin has got another term, my delicious little babies. What is he on? I'm trying to remember now. Is it the 5th term? Oh. So what I want to know is, my delicious little babies, how does this rock and roll now? That's what I want to know. How can somebody, there we are, stay in power? I'm not saying he doesn't talk common sense. I'm not saying that. He's one of the few leaders around the world who does. However, I want to know how he's managed to stay, there we are, in power for this long. My delicious little babies, just a question. That's what I'm asking, my delicious little babies, okay? Like I've been done saying before, you will see, you know, like in Moscow and everything like that, and you'll see that, you know, the older buildings. Yes, we've all got older buildings, my delicious little babies, okay? Nobody needs to go to another country, not being rude or disrespectful, to go and look at an old building, because we've all got them. Some of them are still standing anyway, my delicious little babies. And of course, you know, they've ploughed a lot of ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching into that, my delicious little babies, you know, and to do the shopping centres and everything like that. But like I said before, I'm going to repeat again, there are many parts of Russia, my delicious little babies, where, let's just say they do not show. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Of course, you know, we could say that about any country. Do you say? But to me, and especially as you're still carrying on with this war now, and everything like that now then, do you follow me, my delicious little babies, okay? I'll say it about any leader, especially our putrid effing UK governments, okay? It's war, there we are, it's war crimes, okay? Now, to me, like I said, how long ago? Months and months and months and months ago, my delicious little babies, where I turned around and said, who's zooming who? Okay? My delicious little babies, you see, to me, it seems very much to me, my delicious babies, and I'm seeing it more and more. Just need to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Oh, I love my coffee. Where we're seeing more and more and more, let's just say, exposure of the oh, see, look, I've stumbled there. Let's rewind and start again. Parts of the alternative media, okay, my delicious little babies, where it's been exposed more and more and more, you see. And because I see through it, and sometimes, you know, occasionally I'll leave a comment, okay, because I explain how I feel, I try to do it as politely as I can, but it effing pees me off. You know, when others praise. It's like I watched, when was it, months and months and months, well it's got to be a few months ago now, My Delicious Little Baby, sorry, on our lovely, not in that way with anybody, okay, our lovely davidart.com. And, you know, he was showing this YouTube video, My Delicious Little Babies, okay, where it was pretty long to watch, My Delicious Little Babies, but most interesting, where this uploader, okay, he absolutely, really adored that putrid Elon Musk. Okay, My Delicious Babies, he really, there we are, adored him. In fact, I even mentioned the video months ago. Okay, My Delicious Babies on my video. Okay, and when he looked more into the real putrid Elon Musk, okay, My Delicious Babies, he never wanted to believe it at first. Are you following me? Please and thank you, My Delicious Little Babies. He just did not want to believe it. You know, that this idol, somebody who he adored, you know, not in that way, you know what I mean, but he just really admired and respected, was not exactly what was on the package. Do you know what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies, okay? It sort of was something else. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies? And of course, the way that this uploader was explaining it is that, well, he was heartbroken. There we are. He was heartbroken. You know, to find that you can really adore and admire somebody, just to find that they're not who they make out to be, who they are. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Babies? Anyway, he did a rather, and it's on our lovely, once again, our lovely davidart.com, who also, he also does, God bless him, and God bless his dear little sons, little Gareth and Jamie, and their dear friend and work colleague Richard, you know, where they put up articles and they do little videos and everything, okay? Very interesting, extremely, I just love davidart.com, okay? My Delicious Babies, I've followed, there we are, our lovely David Art for years, there we are, I have, okay? My Delicious Babies, so, yeah, it was pretty long to watch, but this man, well, it's like at one point, like his whole world fell apart. There we are, he's literally, his whole world fell apart. Do you see? It's like something you believed in for all those years, not to be true. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Babies? And that's what I'm saying. The same about Putin. I will hand this though. Yes, I will hand this, that the way that this has been done, and, you know, to get everybody on side. Oh, yes, very clever the way it's been done. My Delicious, there we are, little babies, okay? Because we have to see a difference here between Mr. Putin, okay? This is nothing personal at all. I'm just making, there we are, my point in this, okay? With Mr. Putin, there's a difference between himself and, say, Mr. Gaddafi and Mr. Saddam Hussein. Okay, My Delicious, there we are, little babies, okay? And you only have to look at, it's only a couple of minutes long, My Delicious Babies, I mentioned that before as well, with Mr. Saddam Hussein, where he was in the court, My Delicious Babies, and yeah, he had plenty to say how he felt, there we are, about the situation. You know, like, to me, well, simple things, they were used. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Little Babies, okay? But of course, as we very well know, we go back a long time, you know, where you see that Putin, you know, part of the WEF, there we are, and everything like that now. Do you see, My Delicious Babies? So, forgive me if I do not share in the celebrations, wish to share in the celebrations, okay? I'm not being nasty now, but to me, there we are, I smell something else. Do you see what I mean, My Delicious Babies? And also what I want to say is that, you know, because you do tend to have a lot, I mean, I've got nothing against other countries. Do you understand what I mean? No, I have not. I've got nothing against anybody in any way. I do not even need to go down that road, okay? But my point is somebody, you know, loves Russia so much, do you know what I mean? Well, as I would say to anybody or any country, we'll go and live there. Do you know what I mean? My Delicious Little Babies. Do you say? That's just simple things. That's just how I see it. But for me, no. I'm not falling for it. Okay? Not at all. My delicious little babies. To me, there's something, there we are. I see it as, there we are, as being corrupt. You know, because from the videos that I saw, my delicious little babies, okay, well, there were not as many who are in favour to have Mr. Putin as back, you know, to stay in power, sorry. Okay, and they're Russian. Do you say? So there seems to be somewhere, there we are, my delicious little babies, do you say? And of course, when you say that, or say if you put a comment, you know, somebody doesn't like, you see what I mean, okay? Because it's not fitting the narrative. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And of course, I'd also mentioned about, what's his, Natural News on BitChute, my delicious little babies, where he had, what's his name, Bart on, okay? My delicious little babies. And he was talking about, this is again, okay, it's all the same, you know, thing now, where what was happening is that he believed that, he genuinely believed, his heart to heart, that, you know, and he had posters and everything when he was younger, that somebody landed on the moon, or somebody's landed on the moon. Well, anyone can see, there we are, that's a load of bullshit. You could just tell. And not only that, who plays flipping, who has a buggy and who plays golf on the moon? For goodness sake. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And anyway, one should have known anyway how many rockets have gone up and then flipping blown up. How many of them, there we are, do not even manage to take off. Okay, but what Bart was talking about, that doesn't mean no, my delicious little babies. So what Bart was talking about, it's really interesting for you to listen to that video, my delicious little babies, on Natural News. You only have to type in, search engine of your choice, Natural News, space bar, BitChute. Then you'll reach your destination. Really interesting conversation between Mark Adams and Bart, okay? And then when Bart finally found out and realised that this was all not true, okay, my delicious babies, well, he admits that he was devastated. There we are, absolutely devastated. You know, to know that everybody's been lied to about landing on the moon, my delicious babies. So do you see where I'm getting at? So, and then if you look at another thing like Trump, Mr. Trump, okay, so again, this is not personal, it's just with me, there we are, cut the crap and see, there we are, straight through things now, simple things, okay. He even mentioned Mr. Trump, I mentioned that months ago, there we are on my videos, okay. I just want to make my point here. That he was mentioning about these inner city, you know, these like little cities, you know, that they wanted to do in America. My delicious, there we are, little babies, okay? Just like the 15-minute cities in Oxford, in our UK, my delicious little babies, do you see? And of course, you know, the Trump supporters are like, yes! And whistling and happy as Larry. What? They're going to be enslaved. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, so you've got Russia, where it's going digital. There we are, okay. You've got America, where they're doing it. They've been doing it in, where is it in, so don't quote me, I'm just trying to remember now, because I've said it on a previous video. Is it parts of Canada and that, okay? Even in our London, in the UK, there was ones who were saying that they could not pay with ka-ching, with cash, which cash is king. That's the old-fashioned saying, my delicious babies. Ones that businesses would only accept plastic. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And like I say, we must never forget, any of us, ever, what took place in 2000, there we are, and 20. My delicious little babies, now there's many delicious little babies out there who do still remember. Do you see what I mean? And that was the lockdowns. That was, then they rolled out what they rolled out. My delicious little babies, okay? So they lied okay? Now, of course, we're hearing more and more, aren't we, my delicious little babies, okay, about these lies. Liar, liar, bums on fire. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? It seems very much to me, my delicious little babies, that I am feeling, this is me personally, others may feel differently, of course, but I feel there we are that there's getting to be, there we are, rather a panic going on. If you follow me, my delicious little babies. Do you see? Okay? And what was it the other day? Is it the New York Post, was it? Please do not quote me. I'm trying to remember. I never wrote it down. And even now, even on news channels, was it Fox, was it? Or Fox and Friends, whatever it was. It was something like that. Anyway, my delicious little baby. See, I'm stumbling on this. See? Where they're starting to admit now. Okay, when everybody else out here was called, there we are, conspiracy theorists. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Okay? So no, I do not trust anything. I do not trust any of the putrid governments. They're all effing putrid. Each and every one of them. They're involved in wars, corruption. You name it, there we are, they're in it. Okay, my delicious little babies? But of course, you know, when leaders do not want to follow the leaders, okay? Look what happens, there we are to them. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And yet, what absolutely disgusts me, and it does, I'm a woman with a view, I shall have my effing view. What disgusts me is others around the world, God bless, so we have to say God bless, that they flipping praise all of these. Here we are, they praise them. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And then I was listening to our lovely UK column. Of course, they're, you know, they're lovely too, you know, UK column, okay? And I was listening, they're having a conversation, our lovely Brian Gerrish, and he had, from one of these parties, Northwich, this woman, and they were talking, and she's Polish, and she was explaining about, you know, that she can see what's happening in Poland, what's happening here in our UK, my delicious little babies. It was a really good conversation, yes it was. But what I had to say, my delicious little babies, and I commented on it. So this, again, it's not personal, but they're talking about, oh, you know, to do with another party. There seems to be lots of, we're having a party. Yeah, let's not forget about, stumbling again. Let's not forget about that party at 10 Downing Street, shall we? When everybody else was locked down, let's not forget about that party. Boris Twat Johnson, wasn't it? Okay, my delicious little babies and his little effing cronies. Okay, all pieces of shit. Okay, my delicious little babies. I just say it the way it is. Okay? But getting back to this now then. It does not matter, and I'm going to keep repeating it, there we are, till I'm blue in the effing bird race. How many different parties come along? What would end up happening is, you end up with the same problem. And the same problem is that it would just be a different set of little men and little women, there we are, in little suits. Okay, my delicious little babies, because it would only be, there we are, a matter of time before they're bought. There we are. Okay? So what we want, my delicious little babies, out here, in each and every country, okay? I mean, for me, I know many, there we are, excellent business gentlemen. There we are. Excellent business gentlemen. Okay? Not these pieces of shit that are in power in our UK and every other country. Okay? Where they would have made, there we are, excellent. Absolutely excellent role leaders. Okay, my delicious babies, because they're for us, you see? Not just to serve their own damn selves. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So I do not, at this point in time, well anyway, for the rest, you know, of my, there we are, my decades here, please God, do you see what I mean? I will never trust any of them. Never. And I stand by what I say. It doesn't matter how nice they can come across. I do not trust it. My delicious little babies. Look at what, there we are, look at what has been done. Okay? But it seems to me there's too many prayers in. And that happens to be in the alternative media as well. My delicious little babies. Do you see? And I'm not liking it. What I'm hearing and seeing. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes? Okay? And then if you was to listen to, oh, God bless her, lovely Redacted. I was listening to a video this morning, actually, while I was in my juicy little shower. And, yeah. And then you need to please and thank you. Just a little bit of time out your day on that. I cannot make anybody do anything. Please listen to the latest video that they got up there. And this is to do with the ones, you're in the army now, okay? And what's been, there we are, happening to those soldiers. My delicious little babies, do you say? So what we want, there we are, is an end to all of this, my delicious little babies, okay? There's plenty of alternative media who are getting paid plenty of ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching to say certain things now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But to me, I smell panic. Okay, my delicious little babies, that is what I smell. Okay? And what did I see the other day as well? Whether it's true or not, I do not know. I never looked into it, my delicious little babies. Was it Barack Obama? Did he make a surprise visit to Downing Street in the UK, my delicious little babies? It could have just been that I just glanced at something, but I never clicked on or anything. Okay, I could be wrong. If I've got it wrong, I've got it wrong. You know, I'll put my hands up. I'll learn up to it. You know what I mean, my delicious little babies. You know what I mean? Pretend you're at school. You know, sir, miss. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, but to me, no. I do not trust any of it. Not at all. Okay, and there's plenty of alternative media out there who are doing all this propaganda. Well. Okay, it's very few and far between who ones are telling the truth. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? I mean, there's certain videos that are just that absolutely flipping disgusting. And to see what's happened in all of the countries and everything like this. But I keep saying what we need to concentrate on, my delicious little babies, okay? And thank you to anybody for you all. God bless you. How I love you so, for even if you even get the chance to look at my video, my delicious little babies, okay? Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. But the fact of the matter is that, I mean, really what should be taking place here, we should all, in each of our own countries, be looking after our own countries. Not flipping, dipping in and out to other countries. Do you know what I mean? We should be looking, there we are, after ourselves in each different country. There we are. My delicious little babies. This is what we want. Do you know what I mean? Not getting involved now. I mean, it's absolutely, it really is. See, I'm stumbling again. It's absolutely awful what's going on in other countries, but it's not us who are causing this. It's we know who, and the putrid little effing lackeys. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I just happen to have, there we are, a different view on things. But if more and more, like I said, I'll repeat again, more and more drop the tools and say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going into the army. I'm not going into other different positions. Do you see what I mean? Then where can anyone go? They've got nowhere to go. There we are, keep saying this. And another thing that's really peeing me off as well, and I'm going to mention this, what I'm getting peed off about, I've been hearing this for months now, so I may as well just say everything. Now it's on my noddle. Something else I'm getting completely and utterly peed off with is where you're hearing the alternative media, we say, oh, we can only drip out bits and pieces, you know, for others. I'm sick and tired, there we are, of hearing that. Sick and tired of hearing it. What I would say is it's all in the timing. There we are. My delicious little babies. That's the truth of it. Okay? And if you look at our lovely David Icke, he's been saying things, everything for decades. Do you see what I mean? He doesn't just drop a bit out here, drop a bit out there. He's done telling everybody. Do you see what I mean? So I get our lovely David Icke. I happen to really admire, there we are, that dear gentleman. There we are. Yes, I do. Okay? But he tells the truth. And then, of course, you know, he'll have, you know, one say, oh, you know, this and oh, that. Okay? My delicious babies. Okay? Just simple things, because they just do not want, you know, him to be telling all his truth now. Do you see? My delicious babies. And hence the reason why, God bless him, I think it's 29 countries now that he's been banned from. Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? But of course, you know, for the other alternative media, parts of them, my delicious babies, okay? If they know how to play the game, they get more ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. So we see how it rocks and rolls now, isn't it? Sorry, excuse me. So that's what I've got to say, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to, and I do not feel bad. I'm not taking anything back. No, I'm not. I'm done what I've got to say. Excuse me. My delicious little babies, and I will not change. Nobody be seeing me voting. Not a chance. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm sick and tired of all this effing brainwashing. Because that's what it is, my delicious little babies. There we are. It's brainwashing. Do you say? And of course, you know, the others, they got God bless, because we have to say God bless out there. You know, in each and every country, you know, they'll still follow the leaders. Do you see what I mean? So it can only end when everybody says no. Simple thing. You see what I mean? But there seems to be, there we are, problems in this area, it seems. My delicious little babies, do you say? But to me, one should just cut the effing bullshit. There we are. Because that's what keeps all this going. What, and because I say something that's not suiting others? Well, I'm not sorry. Not at all. Okay, and this is my channel. There we are. And I'll say what I effing like. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not follow the leaders. I'm not following. All I'm doing is getting information out, speaking my mind, which I feel that each and every one of us on this earth has a right to do. So this video here, but I'm not shouting at you, my delicious little babies. It's just a whole lot. There we are. Is effing peeing me off, because as long as one's and avert and do all these things now, is as long as it's going to, so we are, rewind and start again, keep stumbling here, don't I? Is as long as this is going to flipping effing continue. And it needs to be put a stop to. But other parties, certainly, whether it be the UK or any other effing country, the fact of the matter is that it's not going to change anything. Okay? It's like a circle, just starts all over again. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are, see it for what it effing is. And it flipping infuriates me, really does. Anyway, my delicious little babies, these last two. So this is on our lovely davidicke.com, okay, who I've been talking about throughout my video. God bless you, dear David, dear Gareth, dear Jamie, and dear Richard. God bless you all. Thank you so much, because you tell the truth. Okay, my delicious little babies now then. So, you know, there's a very small selection of other platforms who also tell the truth. Not many, mind. Not many. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, and especially when they're caught with their effing pants down. There we are. Which we're seeing more and more and more about. Good. Let's see. There we are. Even more. Okay, my delicious little babies. Okay. So, davidicke.com. Okay. So, the video that you'd be looking for, been recently uploaded. My delicious little babies. It was yesterday. It should read, Alistair Williams, Brett Weinstein's red bandana will bring down Goliath. Okay, my delicious babies, I'm just going to repeat that again for you. Alistair Williams, okay, he's the uploader, God bless, okay. Brett Weinstein's red bandana will bring down Goliath, okay. Goliath, sorry, my delicious babies, yeah. It was in the old lockdowns, my delicious babies, okay. And this Brett Weinstein, okay, my delicious little babies, well, he fell for, there we are, this whole, you know, which very sadly, God bless, did millions of others, okay, not everybody, okay, my delicious little babies, and he decided to go. I'm not going to say what site it is, okay? I've probably said it on previous videos, but I won't say it anyway. The odd video. He decided to go out and go and buy himself, what was it, 25 red bandanas, my delicious little babies. So when he got to the door, he cover himself with a bandana. You know, the bandanas that you're supposed to put on your head, okay, my delicious little babies. To go to the door, likewise, he's completely covered up. Okay, my delicious little babies, off this famous colossal site is where he bought his bandanas, my delicious little babies, okay? But if you was to listen to this video, my delicious little babies, okay? I mean, it's not funny, the way that, there we are, no it is not, the way that everybody's been effing scammed, no it is not. It's far from funny, my delicious little babies. It's the worst, putrid, evil scam that anybody could do to mankind. Okay, my delicious little babies, and there we are, and I stand by every word I say, okay? But this one now then. But if you was to watch Alistair's video on it, okay, my delicious babies, it really is rather amusing, okay? It's not amusing for the fact that, like what I've just said, you know, where one's genuinely felt that they had to wear a muzzle, a mask, okay, or a bandana, you know, which I did see, there we are, rather a large number of those as well, on the older lockdowns. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But the way that he's put the video together is what I'm talking about, Alistair, okay? It is interesting to watch. Okay, my delicious babies, put it that way, okay? And of course, you know, eventually Brett Weinstein, he eventually woke up. Oh, and then he got, oh yes, a slot on Tucker. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? To tell all of us out here. Do you see what I mean, okay? You know, once he'd woken up. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do you see how that works? Okay, there we are, my delicious little babies. Do you see? Oh, yes, there we are. I see straight through it. Another really good gentleman to listen to, my delicious little babies. Search engine of your choice again, my delicious little babies. His name is David Knight. Okay, my delicious little babies, and in Space BitChute. He's good to listen to as well, my delicious little babies, especially as in one of his recent videos as well, my delicious little babies. Do you say? Anyway, so that's that video, my delicious little babies. Interesting to watch. And then finally, the information to give out today is, because we're on 4236, okay, my delicious little babies. This is on BitChute as well. This uploader happens to have 8,084 subscribers, my delicious little babies, so it's 8084. Now, the uploader is called, it's Data, so Data space Dumper, Data Dumper, and then space bar, search engine of your choice, BitChute, and then you'll reach your destination. This is probably a one-off, okay, because I've never seen this upload before. The video should read, the big pharma swindle that has been going on long before COVID. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'll just repeat that again for you. The big pharma vaccine swindle, oh, I've said it now, haven't I? My delicious little babies. Oops. Okay, my delicious little babies. I'm not laughing about it, not at all. Has been going on long before COVID. Okay, my delicious little babies. Had to whisper then. Okay. Well, I agreed with. Sorry, excuse me again. I agreed with most of what your man there was saying. Okay, because he has his own channel. Just need to have another sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. I agreed with, you know, most of what he said. Of course I do. But the one part that I disagreed with, well, there were a couple of parts, but the one that really stuck out like a sore thumb was when he talked about Robert F. Kennedy, you know, that he thinks is really good. Is he? Okay, my delicious little babies, let's go back to, you know, JFK. Yes, it was terrible what happened, my delicious little babies, but ones must never forget that, you know, before, very sadly, you know, he went to his passing, okay, that, you know, because as with anybody, that's an awful thing, really awful thing to happen. But he'd signed the old, didn't he, before he passed, JFK. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do you see? And of course, you know, with this Robert Kennedy, okay, my delicious little babies, I just do not like him. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Let's put it this way, my spirit doesn't take to him. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Like I said, I wouldn't even ask him to mow my lawn. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But he's quite happy to take ka-ching, 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 you know, off ones who do not, let's just say, do not have many funds, okay? But it doesn't bother these, okay? Same with Trump, same with all of them, okay? So at the end of the day, there we are, see things for what it is, okay? And it's not very nice and it's not very pretty. Do you see? They're nothing but effing, there we are, liars. And that's what I have to say, my delicious little babies. Now, finally, so now I'm going to close my book. Where have I put my pen? I'll put it somewhere, my delicious little babies. Anyway, where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? You must always have a pen, you know. So whenever you can, try to, because I know that many will, God bless, try to write things down because, you know what I mean? You know, these, you know, just to type everything all the time, you know, to me, it's, writing takes longer, but, number one, you're keeping your brain cells, you know, your noddle going. And, you know, I'd also say alongside that, you know, I feel that we need to go back to the old-fashioned way of writing, not everything type, 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 type. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Because there's just no uniqueness, is there? If you're just typing it, it's like the way that they treat us out here, okay, globally, we know who, and a putrid little lackeys, is that, you know, we're not unique, we're just a number. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are, that's how they see us. Do you see? But I like to write things down, do you see, okay? And then I've always got those pads I can go back and take a little look at. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm not saying that others do not keep, you know, archives from, you know, whatever's been typed or anything. I'm just saying this is my preferred, you know, choice. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so I'm going to close my book, that's that. And finally, I'm going to end with something really lovely. So, when I was younger, I never told anybody this. I've actually been doing some little readings today, you know, which I've put onto YouTube. But when I was young, I've never told you this. But I used to do what was, so we're going to end on a nice note, okay? But thank you so very much if anybody gets the opportunity to listen to my video. I know I have a moan, but I feel that there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong. What I'm saying, there we are, what I feel in my heart to be right, okay? I'm not saying anybody else has to agree with me. I'm just saying how I feel, okay? I'm not going to change. Anyway, but I wasn't shouting at anybody, and so much love to you all, okay, my delicious little babies, okay, and thank you once again for anybody who manages to listen. But when I was younger, okay, I'm going back some decades now. I'm not old anyway, my delicious little babies. I do not know why I keep saying that, okay. Anyway, well, I used to be very good at matchmaking. You know, that doesn't mean that. I used to be really good at matchmaking, okay? And what I really found, which was really beautiful, was that there was many couples, no joke, I swear down, my delicious babies, okay? Where they actually stayed together, there we are, for years. My delicious babies, do you say? I just thought it was wonderful. I just used to love to matchmake. Do you know what I mean, my delicious babies? And say I could meet somebody, could be anywhere, and then I don't know, you know, say if you're, you know, maybe you've got a female mate or something, do you know what I mean? And maybe they're single and maybe somebody else is single and, you know, you sort of, you know, because I'm the type where I ask like 100 questions. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Just to see whether one will suit another. Do you know what I mean? And there's mates over the decades, they would tell you that's exactly what I did. Okay, my delicious baby. So I do all the asking. Do you see what I mean? And then I look, you know, height. I look at everything. I look at, you know, hair. Look at everything, and you know, look at whether the couple would, there we are, be compatible. Okay, now I've always found, so you know, maybe I'm not the most diplomatic the way I come across sometimes, okay, but you could get different nationalities, okay, because don't forget we've all got the same colour blood running through our veins, okay. I'm just talking about you could get somebody from, let's say, I don't know, one country, could be any country, could be Greece, could be Poland, could be anywhere, okay, could be Russia, could be, I don't know, Slovakia, could be anywhere, okay. Could be English, could be anywhere I'm talking, okay. But if you get a couple, okay, who they look the same, so even though that they're different nationalities, I know what I'm saying, okay, Madslisha babies, and even though they're different nationalities, they look the same in a birth race, like they have very similar features, very similar birth races, do you see? I would always say to that they're very suited. So if you found them like that, they're very suited. Okay, Madslisha babies. And I also said that, you know, for most, you know, if they're in, you know, maybe the same, there we are, profession, do you know what I mean? Then they would have many things to talk about, wouldn't they? Being in the same profession. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do you say? It's just something I just wanted to mention, my delicious little babies. Do you say? I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, ones couldn't meet, you know, somebody who has a completely different profession to themselves. I'm not saying that, my delicious little babies. But then the only issue that you would have then is how long you would be able to, there we are, sustain that relationship for. Do you see? Because the other one would have to try to have an understanding or make an effort to get to know, you know, whoever they're with, their profession, and then vice versa. Do you see? But if they're in the same profession, okay, let me give an example. So it's like you could have a journalist, okay, my delicious little babies. I'm just saying it from my point of view, okay, the way I see things. Others may differ in their opinions, okay, but that's the beauty of life. We're all entitled to our own opinions. But it's like if you get a journalist, there we are, who's with their significant other half, who's also a journalist, okay? Well, then therefore they would have plenty to talk about, wouldn't they, my delicious little babies? Do you see? It's like the old-fashioned saying. It's like you get doctors, nurses, old Bill, you know, police, and they all tend to go out with each other. There we are. This has happened for decades, okay? Because number one, and firemen, firewomen, okay? Because they're all like similar on, there we are, on like shifts and things like that. Do you see what I mean, Maddish baby? So I know what I'm talking about here, okay? But sometimes I look at a man and a woman, okay? Well, sometimes, you know, we laugh. It could be a man or a woman and a woman. Sometimes you look at it and think, yeah, they'd be very well suited. They'd be really well suited. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But of course, the way I come across, you know, like I said, I'm not the most diplomatic, and sometimes it comes across as though I'm being, you know, not so nice, but that's not the case at all. I'm just explaining, and it's like wherever I've been, you know, whether I've been on holidays or wherever I've been, okay, where you can see couples, you think, yeah, they're really suited. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, then you look at others and you think, well, how on earth did they ever get together in the first place? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Okay, but I know what I mean by it. Okay, so of course I do not mean anything horrible about it, not at all. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Okay, that's all I wanted to say. So I just thought I'd leave it on a, you know, a nice note, okay, my delicious little babies. But yeah, so I'm going to take this top off now and put on my jumper. Okay, for some reason I just thought to wear this top today, my delicious little babies. Actually, it's a lovely top, you know. It's from River Island, my delicious little babies. And of course I thought, well, I'll just put some little earrings in because, you know, this looks more like, you know, because here it's like silver, you know what I mean? So then my little earrings are the same. Okay, my delicious little babies. Anyway, I do ramble on sometimes, my delicious little babies, okay? So until my next video, okay? And like I said, if others do not agree with me, well then fair enough, do not agree. You know, we're all entitled to our own views, but that's how I see things, you know? That's simply how I see things. And really, to be honest with you, I'm sure as time goes on, there we are, that even more, there we are, will also start to see. Do you see? There's thousands out there who, there we are, who already do, my delicious little babies, but as time goes on, yes, okay, but of course more and more, there we are, it's been exposed. Do you see? My delicious little babies, okay? All in there we are, the timing. But to me, from what I can see on different channels, okay, it's happening rather quickly. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So until my next video, wherever you are in the world, have a super duper and delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, you do, my delicious little babies, okay? Wherever you are in the world, have a super duper and delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, have a super duper and delicious time. I've just repeated that, haven't I? My delicious little babies, okay? I'll repeat it once again. Wherever you are in the world, have a super duper and delicious time. You only get one life. Yes, 3 times now, my delicious little babies, okay? So you just all take care, okay? Peace, love, harmony, bright blessings, and may each and every one of you be fully protected, okay? So until my next video, even if you manage to stumble across me, take care. Much love. God bless. Thank you for listening once again. Bye-bye.